SuperTalk Mississippi app and your local SuperTalk Mississippi radio station. But don't forget, you can watch us too if you would like. We are on your computer, your mobile device. Just head on over to SuperTalk TV. Now, as many of you know, many of our Mississippi communities, they got hit pretty hard over the weekend. As many as 12 tornadoes have been confirmed to have touched down in multiple regions of the Magnolia State, and Mississippians are rising up to help. So joining us today is Luke Johnson, former host of the Eagle Hour, but deeply connected there in his hometown and beyond, to help us collect donations for the tornado victims. So welcome, Luke.
Hey, Rebecca. Good afternoon.
It's good to have you too, buddy. Where are you calling from? I'm putting you on the spot.
I'm south of the Mississippi border. I'm in New Orleans today doing some work and some ministry work and trying to coordinate tornado relief on the cell phone. But, man, there are so many people across the state of Mississippi that are joining together, banding together, and reaching out to their neighbors in response to Saturday's storms.
It's what Mississippians do best, right? Whenever one of us gets knocked down, particularly a community, we rise up to ask how to help, and we just want to make sure that folks are helping in the right way or feel comfortable or confident in who they choose to go through to make sure that their aid gets to where it needs. So you are joining forces with Jones County Baptist Association. So how did this come about of you guys organizing this relief effort?
So I'm a pastor in Laurel, and one of our families in the church at Cross Point is Josh and Emily Nowell, who are co-owners of Laurel Mercantile, and Josh, of course, on Hometown, and I'm his pastor, but he's a small group leader. Well, anyway, we had Mississippi Made was scheduled for Saturday in downtown Laurel, which is just an outdoor market for local people, and it's a marketplace, and so they had to push that back to Sunday, and so Josh's wife, Emily, sent me a text after the storms passed Saturday night and said, hey, why don't you set up a booth tomorrow at Mississippi Made, and we can just blast it out on social, and that can be a drop-off point for supplies. So I talked to my good buddy P.J. Weeks and Renee Register with the Jones County Baptist Association, and within a couple hours we had sent stuff out and announcements and even – and it got shared, so many times. So I preached Sunday morning, got out of church, raced downtown Laurel, and there were people waiting on me, Rebecca, to donate.
That's awesome.
To drop off donations. And we had monetary donations. We had tons of supplies that were given. And so that is continuing this week. I can get some more details in a minute.
Yeah, please do. And, too, when it talks about supplies, I mean, people think they want to rush and oftentimes do clothes or do, certain things like that you may have in your home. But when it comes to these immediate needs right after something like this, oftentimes the supplies look just a little bit different. So if people are wanting to actually gather things or maybe, do like something within their office to kind of rally up and then one person bring it down, what kind of things are you guys looking for?
Yeah, so when we were making a list, we just basically said, what were some of the demands and needs after the so-so storm? Because for us in Jones County, we go back to 2020. We did this huge tornado came through in the middle of the COVID season, and it was just wild. And so some of the things that, and I know you shared this on but we're thinking about cleanups. We're thinking about outside stuff with garbage bags and gloves and tarps, of course, for roofs. And then we're thinking about, inside people that maybe lost some of their roof or their property. You got to clean up inside. Of course, cleaning supplies. Big needs in this time are like non-perishable items, diapers, also like baby formula. But, man, we had, back in 2020, we had so much people asking us for dog and cat food. And so that's on this list. Paper cups, plates, paper towels, toilet paper. Just some of those things that we kind of take for granted in times like this, and you look up and you're like, oh, wow, wish I had that. So those are some supplies. In Jones County and anybody around Jones County, this week we will the drop-off place for Jones County Collections is going to be at the Scotsman General Store. Yesterday we were at the Mercantile, but it's going to be this week at the Scotsman General Store right there by the railroad tracks. Downtown Laurel, the snowball stand, the big Laurel, Mississippi train sign. That's where the drop-off will be. It's 1 Spec Wilson Drive in Laurel. So the Scotsman General Store is where you can drop off these supplies in Laurel.
And if maybe you're listening to Good Things, Luke, and that list feels overwhelming, right? I don't know what kind of dog food, I don't know what kind of cat food or tarps or any of that, but I want to help and I want to maybe just give a cash donation or write a check. How does that work? And then, what will be used for that money, or what will that money be used for? Excuse me.
Yeah, so the Jones County Baptist Association is a network of churches all across Jones County, and so they have a few ways to give. This, of course, I'll pass this off to you. It'll be on your social as well. Mm-hmm. There's a Venmo, and I don't want to give it out on air just because I don't want it to be miscommunicated. So that'll be in print on your social media as me as well. But people can Venmo to the Jones County Baptist Association. They can send checks, or they can stop at the Baptist Association on 11th Avenue in Laurel, give cash and check donations. So there's a way to do that. That money is going to be used as we partner with other Baptist associations, Walthall County, Marion County, Lawrence County, Covington, Jeff Davis County, Smith County, and so that's going to directly go. And the reason we're using the association to do that, I mean, it's trustworthy. You're not dealing with just one individual. Even if somebody walked up and gave me cash Saturday or Sunday, I felt antsy before I gave it to the right person, because I want to make sure that everything everybody gives, goes to those in need. On top of that, Rebecca, I've got some more information for people who maybe want to jump in and volunteer.
Absolutely, a little sweat equity. They may have a skill that they can use. Yeah.
So I've been talking today, yesterday, with different churches and people in these affected counties. If people want to help in Walthall or Marion County, if you're wanting to volunteer, you can go to the Tylertown Fire Department, or you can call Mr. Charles Harrell. That number is 601-493-0786. That's for volunteers that want to help in Walthall or Marion. Go to the Tylertown Fire Department or call Charles Harrell, 601-493-0786. The Baptist Disaster Relief is also set up at Tylertown Baptist Church, and they're also collecting supplies at the Walthall EMA on Amory Drive in Tylertown. If you want to help in Covington or Jeff Davis County, call the Covington and Jeff Davis County Baptist Association, 601-765-4689, 601-765-4689. Just a little cool story. The student pastor at Tylertown Baptist is my friend Sam Caston. He's a veteran. And I'm hoping, Rebecca, you will get to have him on later in the week. He was affected, but, man, right there in the middle in Walthall County helping other people in the name of Jesus, it's pretty incredible to see how everybody's just helping everybody.
And to be reminded, yes, it's all heightened right now. Probably a lot of it's debris removal still, clean up, that kind of grunt work. But this is going to be a long-term need for help and aid as these communities sort of start to figure this out over the long haul. So we definitely don't want folks to forget about it. But the initial needs right now, it sounds like clean up. And you guys have a great way of sort of getting that out, Luke. Is there one direct place, I know your Facebook page. I posted things in the Good Things Facebook group. I know News at SuperTalk is taking some of the information you give to help that out. But does the Jones County Baptist have a Facebook page or a website to go to for all of this?
Yeah, Jones County Baptist Association has a Facebook page. Anybody that goes to my Facebook page, I already shared their post, and I'll reshare it. But yes, and I'll send that to you. And the reason why, this is why I love it. I don't love situations like this, but I love the response. When we were going through the so-so storm, Rebecca, we helped this guy, and he kind of got overlooked because there was a bunch of trees in his yard and on his trailer. And so a church group came in and just started, just taking control. We got his permission, obviously, but removing trees, helping him. We were feeding people at First Baptist So-So, and he just looked at me, and he was a guy, he didn't know much about the Lord. He wasn't plugged in the local church, and he just looked at me. He's like, "Who are y'all? Like what organization are you?" And I was like, "Bro, we're the Church of Jesus, man. We love Jesus, and we're here to serve the community." And it just blew his mind, and we had an awesome opportunity. So in the midst of everybody pitching in, I just want to encourage people today, if you're in need, there's probably a local church in your community. For instance, they're feeding at Carson Baptist. They're feeding at Bassfield Baptist. if you have a need, reach out to a church in your community, and they will. I trust that those brothers and sisters will serve you. So many ways people can get plugged in. Thanks for letting me be on today, Rebecca.
Absolutely. This will be the first of many over the next couple months. And so thanks, Luke. Safe travels.
Have a great day.
All right, you guys stick with us. We got more for you coming up next.
You got